Welcome to the Color Room Chat. I'm Kassidy. I'm a stylist at Salon 210.
And I'm Reese Bond. I'm a co-owner of Salon 210, co-founder of Glow and Grow, and now co-owner of Zero Limits EDU.
So this episode is going to be all about protecting your energy and just your mindset behind the chair, which I think is really important to talk about as stylists because it is just a lot on your mental.
It is a lot on your mental health. And it's something people don't really talk about openly and honestly. They talk about it in a way to make it like a positive or to build your business even more from, but not in like a real and raw way. And so today I really do. I want to get down and I want us to get really open with everybody today.
Yes, I think we kind of want to bring light to it in the sense of like it's normal and we go through it too.
Yes.
And so I think a lot of people feel like they're the only ones that struggle with it, but we also do, and we know how amazing it is to be a stylist, but the other side of it as well is it can be a little bit draining. So you really do have to look inside yourself and take those steps to like fill up your own cup so then you can be as successful as you can behind the chair.
Yeah, I love that. So I'm gonna ask Kassidy a few questions and kind of open her up. No tears will be had, or maybe there will be.
Let's hope not. But I'm really excited for this one.
I'm
really
excited. What do you think is the mental struggle? I mean, it's a big topic these days, but what do you think is the mental struggle as a hairstylist?
I think for me, it's this constant need to be on and to kind of be perfect and like giving my clients an amazing experience all the time. So I'm always having to be on, at work, behind the chair, there for my clients, like no matter what. But then also, it's just a lot of work outside when you're not behind the chair as well. So having a balance to that, like you're always messaging clients, you're always having to create content, you're always having to continue your education, keeping up with the trends, and a lot of times it can be a lot because you are wanting to hustle and always get new clients in your chair. So I think it's the need to always be on all the time.
Just even those few sentences, really, I was like, I had to take a deep breath. That is true.
Yeah.
It's true. Being on all the time is exhausting.
Mm-hmm. And knowing though that, look, we are human and we all have things going on in our own personal lives, but obviously like that can't reflect from what you're doing behind the chair.
No.
So it's having to like manage that, but knowing we're human too,
It's so hard. And that's something I've always said is like, leave it at the door. Like leave all your personal struggles, all your personal problems at the door before you walk into the salon. And then at the salon, you can have this like, it's almost like you're on stage. You can just fake it and have this amazing life and everything's perfect and you got full 10 hours of sleep and you're well rested and you're happy and you're excited for the day. And I've said that for years, but now it's some days it's hard to do that. It's not realistic. Because you are human.
And that's why for me, though, my environment matters so much to me, and I'm so grateful. I think about this every day that I do work at a place where I like truly love it, and I know that it is such a good environment. The vibes are always positive, and there's so much support there. So then I do know I don't dread going to work every day. So like no matter what I'm going through, like I count down the hours till I can go to work. And so I think that's really important as a stylist is if you are in an environment, a work environment that you're not loving and isn't positive and it isn't helping you grow, I mean, that can really take a toll on you. So I'm very lucky that I know that when I do go to work, like it is the best environment for me and then it helps me in my mental, truly. So I can't imagine like working somewhere that I didn't have that.
Yeah, and I think that I couldn't agree more, is that I think a lot of us are supposed to be non-human, and my biggest thing is, no, we're real. Like, we are real people, we have real problems, we have hearts, and so, like, we hire on heart.
Yeah.
We don't hire on what you look like. We hire on the type of heart you have, and I think that helps a lot because, and people might kill me for saying this, like, I know there's salon owners out there that think I'm crazy, but I think the break room is like my happy place, and it should be any hairstylist happy place. It's not a place to like complain about how much you hate work. For us, it's a place, we're a family. So like if you're going through a breakup, if all my kids are sick or I didn't sleep, like we're human and we deserve to like have that place and we'll all like powwow around each other and lift each other up or like talk it through. Like it is definitely our girl time. Our break room is our girl time. And so then when we walk out, the clients, yes, we are good friends with our clients and we love them, but they deserve to have like an amazing, inspiring service because they're going through their own problem. Mm-hmm. And so like our break room is kind of like our reset.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And I love the culture that you guys have created because then for me, like say I am having a bad day, when I go to work though, I never bring it there and I know like my energy needs to be amazing because it is going to feed off of everyone else in the salon. Like your energy is everything. If you're having a bad day or you're stressed out with a client or whatever it is, if you bring that energy to work, it will feed off to the rest of your team or who you're working with to your client. And so I think from the beginning, if you have the mindset that when you're at work, it needs to be your positive, your happy place. And if you create that for yourself, then that goes a long way. You just have to remind yourself that.
Yeah, and I think, and if it's not your happy place, it's okay to leave. It's
Absolutely.
okay. Like everyone has a salon home that works for them and that they're connected to. Like I always tell people in interviews, if you walk in and you feel like this is home, this is amazing. We are on the same page. But if you walk in and you feel cold or you feel like uneasy or on edge, that's not the right place for you.
Yeah, don't try to fake it. Like truly, don't try to just be like, oh, I'm putting on this happy face because this is where I work. Like you have to, feel it. And if it's not the right place for you, then it's okay to leave because it's not going to create a good work environment for you or for your clients. And, that's not good either. Like truly going to work is like my happy place. Like even if I'm having a bad day. So that's how I know that I'm in the right environment. But environment is like everything for me. I will say that's like my number one thing. If I don't have like a good environment, that really can affect, how my mental state's going at the time.
When you're in, because we're all human, when you're in this mental state, how do you, like what is happening or like what really triggers it?
I think it's just when I'm negative energy, honestly. Like I just feed off of other people. So if someone's, like I just said, if someone's having a bad day or if someone's complaining, like that's just gonna feed off on me. And I'm like such a feeler. So like things really do, I think I'm a little sensitive sometimes. So those energies like does feed off on me. So I know though, like I have to be the positive one. And I have to be the leader because then that will feed off on everyone else.
Yes. But your sensitivity is the beautiful thing about you.
Thank you.
I feel like people who are sensitive, I'm sensitive, are the most beautiful people in the world.
Like, I don't fake it at all. Like, everyone knows, like, if I'm having a bad day, I'm not going to lie, I'm not perfect. Like, I will show it. Like, no one is. But I am, I'm very, like, real in that sense where it's like I'm either going to be positive or, like, there are things, though, that obviously affect my day, and it's usually when other people are being negative, then it kind of can deteriorate.
Yeah, it can. And so we do this thing now at the salon where we throw the...
Oh, I love it. The positive is. You can always find the positive.
Yes, you can always find the positive. So you throw this yarn ball and you say you're negative, and the person who catches it has to come back with a positive.
Yeah, and we make it like silly too. Like for example, if Reese is like, "Oh my gosh, like I've been up since 3 a.m. with my puppy," I'm gonna be like, "Well, the positive is you got up at 3 a.m. and you were able to get X, Y, and Z done." Like you can always make light of whatever situation it is. Or if I have a client wanting a crazy request, someone will be like, "Well, the positive is like she's in great hands."
She's in great hands.
And then I'm like, you know what? You're so right. Like, I can do this.
You can do it. You get to learn a little bit more about science on the hair.
Yeah, there's always a positive side to it.
Always. And so I think that is like who you surround yourself with.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge, huge thing. Who you are is who you surround yourself with, and I will die on this hill.
Yes. Like that is number one. At my age, I have a really small circle. And then for our salon, like I would rather have a salon, I always say, of 3 people who are really motivating and inspiring to me than a salon full of 100 stylists that are all like not inspired or passionate about hair. And so like that is really who you surround yourself with is going to make a huge difference for your mental health and your mindset. And like if you're with that, if you have a boyfriend or if this is your husband, I immediately I'm like divorce them. Leave them. Run. If you're with someone who is not helping your mental state, run from them. Yeah. It's that easy.
Even like the stylist that you surround yourself with. Like if you're in a group and they're talking about other stylists or what hair that someone else did, like run. In this industry, it needs to be about uplifting each other. Like there's room for all of us here. And so like we want to encourage everyone to just chase their dreams and go for it. And you should only be around people that have the same mindset as you in that sense, like wanting to get to the next level and helping each other, builds, because we all deserve that. And I mean, it should never be about talking about anyone else, especially in this industry, because it's hard enough as it is, and we all do beautiful hair, and you never know the situation that went down.
You have no clue. You didn't see the hair before. You don't really know what products were used at home or what happened. But that is my biggest number one rule for myself and just for everyone I surround myself with is I will not sit there and gossip and talk bad. If I have time to do that, then that means I'm not busy. I'm not successful. If you have time to rip someone apart or to bully or to talk bad about another hairstylist in the industry, that means that you are not busy. And then that really, it's not about the person you're talking bad about, it's about how you feel about yourself. And so those people, like my boundaries are so high and so strong, they're not allowed in my circle at all or anywhere in my life, because those type of people are just bringing negativity to the world. And so I think, and someone was joking, they're like, you cannot change the world, Reese. Well, any little bit helps. Any tiny bit. Me not gossiping for an hour and a half about another person in our industry, or me not bringing more gossip to the table, even if I know the whole story, that's not my story to tell. That's that person's story to tell. Because there's so many different sides to the story.
Yeah, and you have to set the tone for that. Like, you have to be the leader in that sense, and you need to be the one that's like, no, I'm not going to talk on this, because then that, like, sets an example for everyone else. And I don't know, especially for me, like, when I was first starting out in the industry, it's already hard enough, trying to build your books and doing hair. And, we come on here and we give all these tips that we know it's like outside of your comfort zone. And for me, I'm so passionate. And in the beginning, especially, I wanted to just go for it. I was like putting myself out there on social media. I was working all the time. And I did get so many people that kind of would make fun of me a little bit because I did go for it in such a passionate way. But when I started changing my mindset on, okay, I just need to do me, because that's what's getting me far in my career. Like, yeah, there's certain things about me that I know a lot of people can't relate to, and there's certain things that, I am just so overly passionate, and a lot of people will give me a little bit of hate for that. But when I realize, like, if I just surround myself with people that hype me up, then that's how I can get far.
Yes, and it's 100% true. Right now in the world, in the entire world, not even just the beauty industry, mental health is at an all-time high. It's scary numbers. And so for us and at our salon, and there's so many other salons that are like this, like we pride ourselves on putting mental health first. We let our stylists take mental health days whenever they need to, like whatever they need to build themselves back up and to get themselves back. Because after COVID and the world changing and the world is heavy, the mental health numbers are at an all-time high. So it is something like that I personally take so serious, and it's something that is just a part of my health now every day. Like I put my mental health first, and I want that for everybody. And we've even had talks and hangouts, and I'm like, everyone's mental health, especially when you get to this level of busy and this level of success in your life and things are happening fast, your mental health always comes first. So if you need to take weeks off, if you need to slow down, if you need to just take that day off, like go for it, do it. And you surround yourself with people who support that and who are going to be there for you. Because if you're around people that are always like, you need to work, you need to get it back together, you should be happy, just be happy, Like, that's not life. That's not reality. And I think everyone needs to remember that everyone is a human being and everyone is real. So you're not just following them on social media, they are real humans. And I think that's something that people forget.
Yeah, like there's no shame in recognizing when you need a day. Like I took one this week and I was
Yeah.
just like, Reese, I need a day. And I'm so grateful that I have the support I have because sometimes you just need a day and then the next day you walk in so refreshed. Like there's no shame in doing that, but I do think it starts with like, it's so important to have the support and knowing that you have certain people to lean on when you are struggling a little bit. Because not everyone's going to get it. And that took me a long time to realize too. Like, not everyone is going to understand what I'm going through or what I even mean. And so it's nice that I do have that support when I need it.
It's amazing. And I think that's also like you pass it on one day and you pass it on right away. So that's where I think, it's not us changing the world, but these little tiny things can change the world. Like just being kind, smiling, giving someone a hug, telling someone they're
Positivity.
beautiful and you don't even know them, you're just walking by them. It's like that positivity carries and it's going to spread like wildfire.
We live in such a world of negativity, especially with social media. I feel like every time we go on, someone is complaining or dragging someone else down or just, everyone is just always on edge, which I get it. It's the world. So if you can truly live your life in just kindness and positivity and help people out, it really does go a long way.
It goes such a long way. And that's also like taking breaks is going to be huge, even social media breaks.
Yeah.
I'm on a huge social media break right now. I think you are too.
I am too. And that's why it's nice too, like going back, like we have systems so that we'll always, be present on there, but not scrolling, I've been taking time just not scrolling on there. Like I'll still post my work and I'm still active on there and I still engage with my clients, but like I'm not right now really following other hairstylists. Everything I'm following right now, like everyone's on mute unless you're like a positive mindset mentor, basically. Like business building and positive mindset mentor is the only thing that'll come up on my
100%.
platform.
100%. Like we still post because we love creating.
Yes.
But also, no, and if you don't have a like and comment or a message back from me, it's because I just need a mental break, and that's so good for you.
And that just like makes you come out stronger in the end too when your mind is fresh and you get re-inspired. It helps my creativity when I just take a day.
Yeah, and it really is. It's protecting your peace. If you don't protect your peace, if you don't make boundaries for yourself, you're just going to run yourself down to the ground. And then that's not going to help anyone. You're not going to be able to be a positive mentor for anyone. So like the other week I asked, my business partner, I was like, I need a week. I need a minute. I need to like revamp. I need to refocus. I need to meditate. I need to relax and just be with my family. And then next week, I will finish all the business plans. I will finish all the business deals. I will be on. I'll be 24/7. I will walk in that salon and be positive. If I know I need a minute, I won't come into the salon because I don't want to pass that on to my team. I don't want my team to see me like that. So that's where I think it's so important to just take time for yourself. And if you can't afford a vacation, it's being at home, being with loved ones, being with your family, being with your friends. And so that's something that I think is so important.
Yeah, just like being self-aware when you are feeling that way. I would love to hear from you because you are a business owner, stylist, mom, you're juggling a lot of hats. What do you do at home to kind of reset your mind when you are getting overwhelmed, or what do you do that really helps set up your days for success?
Oh, I will say, because I just needed this, I set my phone down. I literally put it on mute. I turned off my location. I deleted all my social media from my phone, and I just spent 4 days just with my family, and it was heaven. It was so amazing. I was like, it just got me back to this positive, life is amazing, the world is a beautiful place, dreams can happen, my goals are coming together, this can happen. But if you don't do that and you just keep on this hamster wheel, you could have a mental breakdown. It's real. And I think a lot of CEOs are now coming on podcasts and starting to talk about this because there is so much pressure. In a day like today, we did our makeup, and I already was emailing our accountants, emailing our banker, emailing my husband, and then also
Running a team.
running the team and making sure that they're getting back to me. It's nonstop, and my children. So,
Yeah,
that's
it never
where
stops.
it doesn't
Truly.
stop.
So I feel like that's why you do have to take some time, because it will never stop if you don't. There's always something, the next thing, the next email, the next business that's launching, the next stylist that needs you.
Yes. And so that's where it's like, my husband Bondi will watch me and he's like, my head's spinning. But I can do that because I take these times to just really relax and meditate and reset and be with my family. And in the mornings, like before, I know it's crazy. And if you watch my day in the lives, I get up at 4 a.m. every morning. I get up at 4 a.m. I check the business numbers. I check my emails. I get ready for the day, and then I go straight to workout. And that is my day every day. And so the workout is really not so that I look good. And I know that's so crazy and no one believes me, but it's really, I don't look in the mirror. I don't know. I'm really blessed, and I have an amazing trainer, and I'm like, you're in charge. Like, tell me what I need to do. I am just here to work out, to get mentally stronger, to be mentally on, to be able to take on anything, to be able to have someone rip me apart and I can take it. That's why I do my workouts.
I love that, because being mentally tough, like that is a huge thing. So I love that. Like, working out for the mental is so underrated. I started doing that too. And it's crazy if you start your day off with a workout or meditating, like you say, it's just sets your day up for success.
It really does.
Like, having a good morning routine is everything. Like, waking up before you're actually supposed to wake up and having time to yourself, then it sets the tone for your whole entire day.
It does. It really does. And this is for anyone. If you just roll out of bed and you have 10 minutes to get ready, which, yes, those days can happen and those days do happen, but your mind doesn't have time to develop, to wake up, to be sharp. And so that's where it's super important when you're working out. It's your you time, but it's really there to help wake your brain up to be ready for the day, to be ready to take on anything and everything. Because a lot with business owning and owning your own business, or being a hairstylist and putting others first, sometimes things happen. Like, you're working with the public. And so you can get a wild card in there. You can get someone who hates their hair. You can get someone that their hair doesn't go as planned. You can get a complaint. You can get a client that, with social media now, there are some wild things that are thrown at us. And that is how you're able to bring your A game and know how to handle those situations. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we could write a book. We could have a reality show at the salon.
When you're behind the chair, you just never know how your day is going to go.
No.
You can set yourself up for the most success, think that you're having such an easy day, and you just never know how it's going to go. So it's taking care of yourself before your shift and after your shift is so important. And like, we get it, clients are messaging you all day long, and like, it is okay to have those boundaries too, because it is just going to be constant if you don't. Like, if you need to take a day, then message your clients back, like, that's okay.
It 100% is. And that's where, like, a lot of, there's like this myth that, clients are feeling like hairstylists don't really care about them. They just are there for the money. And it's so not true. And
I'm thinking about my clients 24/7, you guys. Like, that's all I'm thinking about.
Even if you're a bad hairstylist and you're a person that only thinks of themselves, I promise you that hairstylist, I speak for every hairstylist, we 100% are thinking about our clients 24/7. We care so much.
24/7.
If that one foil didn't get lifted to a level 10, you bet at 3 a.m, my brain is on that one foil. Like, oh, I need her to come back in.
Always.
We want to make you happy so bad. We want the hair to turn out so amazing. Like, that's truly, and that's the mental health problem, is that sometimes hairstylists don't know how to turn off.
Yeah, I know I struggle with that a lot. Like, I let it consume me a lot. Like, I think about hair or my clients or how I can grow my business 24/7, which is such a blessing. But also, on the other side of it, I have to recognize, like, it is okay to turn it off every once in a while.
But how do you, I'm going to ask you, because we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've had a color that has not gone right, and we need that client to come back in. Gray coverage that didn't cover all the way. How do you turn it off? How do you go to sleep?
I will say, I struggle with this a lot. So it is very hard for me to turn my brain off. Like, I really am so passionate. I'm thinking about hair 24/7. But what I've learned that I need to do is I have to, like, intentionally schedule things throughout my week that's not work. So it forces me to be thinking about that thing. So, like, now I've been trying to go to workout classes more, like scheduling appointments or like places that are around people that have nothing to do with hair, because I am like alone a lot of the time. Like, I live alone, and when I'm not at work, like, I do spend a lot of time by myself. So then that's when I'm kind of, what content can I make? I'm messaging my clients back. I'm like, how can I grow my business? Yeah. I'm using my time doing that, and my brain doesn't shut off. So now I'm like, I need to intentionally schedule things throughout my week that has nothing to do with work, or it forces me to shut my brain off.
Okay,
like,
that's
I
nice.
have to. So now I'm like, okay, like, I'm going to go to F45 because I'm going to be around people, and I'm going to hopefully be thinking about my workout and not work, or, scheduling things like that. Because even when I go hang out with my friends sometimes, like, I just can't focus on it.
Yeah.
So I have to schedule, like, an activity or an appointment, something like that.
I'm like,
I have to trick
love
my
that.
brain.
So, but I love that. I need to do that because when situations like that happen, I'm a talker, and I'm like, I need to talk this out with 3 people.
Yes.
And I need 3 people to talk me off the ledge and tell me it's going to be okay. That client will come back in. You'll be able to get the color that she wants. Mm-hmm. And then I need to go do something to get my mind. That's
calling
true.
a friend and, like, letting it out seriously helps a lot too. But someone that, is on the same mindset as you. I call Reese all the time. I call her like once a week. I'm always bothering her, and I'm like,
I love it.
SOS.
I'm here for it because I'm that way too.
And then I let it out, and she's like, oh my gosh, girl, you got it. And then we forget about it and we move on from it. But I'm the type, though, like, if I don't do that, I will, like, let it trickle onto my weeks, and I've been a lot better about it. But I used to do that, and now I recognize, like, no, sometimes I do need to call someone and let it out, but, like, that doesn't mean I'm failing at anything.
No, and that's why, like, I love working with people because, like, I have to work with other stylists for these situations. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, I need my stylists, my girlfriends, my guy friends that are my circle that just saw me and know how I work and saw what just happened, so then I can talk it out with you.
Yeah.
And I do that to them all day at the salon.
Yeah, me too. I'm always asking for advice.
Yes.
And stuff like that, because I do feel like it helps just having someone, like, listen and giving their advice on it. I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy.
No, and I always think 2 brains are better than 1.
Absolutely.
For formulations, to help fix a problem, for new extensions, or if someone's not liking something or having an issue, like, what if someone has a skin irritation? I'm such a nerd. I need to pull someone else in, and we need to talk it through.
That's why it's nice too, just talking it through with someone, because then it just helps bring your energy back down. And like I said in the beginning, your energy that you bring to the salon is everything. And so having that other person there to kind of calm you down and talk you through it, that helps reset me and know that it keeps my energy positive, and that I'm going to end the day on a high note, even if it is chaos and stressful.
100%. And then you're like, okay, I won't retire.
Yes.
I'm
but
going to
that's
come
why
back
you have
tomorrow.
to surround yourself, though, with the right people, not someone that's going to kind of, ignite negativity and kind of feed into that.
Yes, you cannot. That is something, that's why you have to choose your circle wisely. You have to have like a buddy.
Even if it's a small
wife.
circle. Like
Yes.
for me, I'm like, I have to choose to have a smaller circle, because being in a bigger environment for me and like hearing that outside noise, like I do know it does affect me. So I'm like, I would rather not know anything and be in a really small circle and like protect my peace than be cool and be like in the cool group and popular and like be in this like big circle. Which I'm not saying is
100%.
bad. I just know the type of person I am, and that if I'm in like a big environment where everyone's talking about everything and everyone, then to me I'm like, it's just negative and gossip. So like I'd rather have a smaller circle.
Even if you're not like in that conversation and you're just hearing it, that's still like that energy. I'm really big on energy that will affect you. Mm-hmm. And it keeps spreading. So I always like to just be the one to like put it out. And I see the eye rolls when I do that. And I know it's annoying because sometimes you just want to have like, I call it a bitch fest. So then do your bitch fest, but then move on. Like you have to do it and then get over it, because
Don't keep talking about it.
No, you can't.
Doesn't help anyone.
If you get one complaint a day, I tell my friends and my husband that you can complain once a day and then move on. Like, you're done.
I love that. I do love that.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I'm going to start using that, one complaint a day, because there's so much more positives than negatives, but we only dwell on the negatives, I feel like.
And like, you have to remember, if you had a perfect life, that would be boring.
So true.
That would be boring. And I just reminded myself of that. I just was like taken out with negativity, but I came back so much stronger and so much happier and with thicker skin. Like, the older you get, the thicker skin you're going to have. But you have to let yourself go through these moments and not be ashamed of them. Don't feel bad that you're having a mental health crisis. Don't feel bad that you need to have a weekend away. That you can have a mini breakdown. You can have, I call it like an adult tantrum, and you come back stronger. It's going to make you better. But if you never do, and you keep on this negative path, and you keep hating life, and you keep finding things to complain about, you're only going down. Your life is going to start to go down, and I'm really serious about that, because if you don't have a friend that's going to pull you out, your business will go down, your personal life will go down. I've seen it happen. And so really find your circle, find a mentor, go to therapy. Therapy is my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's really important, though, to be self-aware and know when you are going through a hard time and being willing to take the day and not being ashamed of it, and also taking the steps that you need to when you are away to be better, not just sitting there and not doing anything about it, I think is really important. Like, for me, like, I know I do have those moments and like I do struggle a little bit, but I'm very self-aware of it. And so I am really active about taking the things that I need to do to make myself better, like working out, going to therapy, meditating, like reevaluating what the problem is, so then you can come back stronger. So I think it is important, though. You do have to find within you what works for you to get your mind on right.
You do. Everyone has a different path. It could be yoga, it could be meditating,
Yeah.
it could be a vacation.
Yeah, and I used to get so hard on myself when I did like have these like low periods. I'm like, something's wrong with me, or like I'm not a good stylist or whatever it is. But now I'm realizing, I'm like, no, it's actually good to like have these low moments, because then I learn from it and I come back so much stronger and refreshed.
Yeah, and I think it's perfect, like what you said, is like knowing you're having these moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're someone that is just like faking it till you make it, that's also scary, because then it's going to just blow up. Or if you're someone that's on the path and you don't realize how negative you are, that's so terrifying, because your life is slowly going to go to just get worse and worse and worse, and no one deserves that.
And you're going to pass it on to everyone else in your life too if you're constantly like that.
Yeah, and so it's like, I wish my purpose in life is to help everyone, but I can shake someone so much and be like, please, like, you're so amazing, you have this amazing life. But you really, you have to find what works for you and what's going to get yourself out of this rut, because only you can do that.
You have to find it within yourself. No one else is going to do it for you, truly. Like, you have to really be self-aware and do the work yourself.
You do, and so I think that's also like, doing the work, finding the book. I read mental health books. Mm-hmm. I read motivational books all the time, but for someone else, that's not for them. And so each person has their own thing, but I think it's super important to put yourself first and to be selfish about your mental health and your physical health, and that should be number one no matter what, before your career, before your family, before anything. That's why when I wake up, that's the first thing I do, is I focus on my physical and mental health, because it can change your whole life and where you're going to end up one day.
Yeah, you have to pour into yourself and take care of yourself before you can pour into everyone else. Like, we as stylists, we are there for everyone else all day long, but it really starts within you. And so I think this episode, we really just wanted to dive into that and know, like, you're not alone as a stylist. Like, we get the struggle.
We're on the same journey.
Mm-hmm. We have challenges every single day, just like you guys, and it's normal.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're here for you guys.
We're here for you guys. Ask us any questions, message us, because we're on the journey. We want to find our own happiness, and it's not by buying materialistic things or taking huge vacations. It's what makes you so happy with yourself just you and yourself.
Yeah, you got this, guys. You're awesome.